say, hey, he now signal others. They get prepared. Just before we enter the burning court, they just block us. Brah. They park the bike on the road. We didn't see anybody. Before I looked through the mirror again, some people just came out from the back, some came out from the bush, some came out from the side, they came out front, they were all ready. God is God. The Bible says, as many that believed to him, to them he gave power
to do exploits.
If you don't understand that power, it's not about I prophesy, I'm not condemning anything.
Yes.
Or I'm not saying who doesn't prophesy, it's not the pastor. I'm not saying prophecy is the word of God. Prophecies are directions. That directives you follow. Let me not divulge into what I was saying.
Yes.
At that time in it again, one of the local vigilante that was with us spoke their language. The moment he just spoke that language, it's like the tension just paused. Holy Spirit just paused everybody. We already cycled. They don't round us. If those people rain the bullets, they are 45. We make them at the fortification ground. Maybe the opportunity now to test what they don't practice.
Yes.
But I know I'm Holy Spirit filled. I'm not wear medicine. I not wear bulletproof. Nothing. No helmet. Nothing. I was just me and God. They just ran the PC machine, Baba. And when we were surrounded, God intervened again. That guy spoke that language. And they started exchanging language. We're not hearing what they're saying. He was just laughing. This guy was just laughing. They were just saying, the guy now said one word in English that caught my attention. I will not risk the life of these people. I will not do it. Imagine in these surrounding men with cold-blooded testing for blood, and somebody just threw the word out of the long argument that I will not sacrifice the life of these people for any reason. They now negotiated. They were talking. The police have seen, to be sincere, they were outnumbered. It is not to say that they cannot defend, they cannot fight, but they were outnumbered. And they has to use political policing tactics as it is now, because they are trained officer. Then we were outnumbered. They negotiate and take, and then they then say one thing. The guy then said, okay, that this man should release his phone. That's the only way they will let us go with this man. Phone. Yeah, police okay, give him the phone. Because the wisdom is profitable to direct. They collected the phone, and they just turned with anger. They were so bitter. So we'll not chop this meat. They just move. So we took the guy back to Trigbo. The DPO, the investigation officer, told the DPO his experience. Immediately they reinforced and they went back.
So that same place again?
Just our Nigeria police. And they retrieved that phone.
From them?
Yes. It was when they retrieved the phone, I now found that the DPO now called me the following morning. Said I should come for the office. He now opened the phone. He now showed me a picture. I saw in that picture, rest in peace, RIP. And that was the picture of the owner of that Jeep. Jeez. And that was the picture of my younger brother. Come on. I was weak. I said, I don't kill him. That was when the police now said, is this your brother? I said, yes, my brother. That was when that guy now knew
what was going on.
He said, bros. It's okay. They did everything. No. He was arrested. We even discovered that guy came to Benin, lodged in EC Hotel. So that was where he was monitoring my brother's affair, because my brother have a business within that circle. So they arrested him. Then the guy he started confessing, and I know. They caught through the injection, they said the spray painter and the panebita free, because those were at their workshop when he brought the
vehicle. They were not part of
the crime. So he was arrested. He was tried. and he was placed under DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, advice, what they call it, advice, yes, DPP advice. So sometime around December last year again, the DPP lawyer, they gave me one active lawyer. I will not mention the name because I'm there.
Yeah.
Very active. God will bless the Nigeria judiciary. From the Ministry of Justice, they gave me a lawyer that understand the truth. She's a police lawyer and a woman. I owe her respect, and for her, because I told her because of her, my child will read that course. One of my son or daughter must go through that law school. So down to the air, so straight to the point, uncompromising lawyer. That is not hunger for position or anything. I'm not running an advert. Then the guy was taken up on the case, and the guy has been on trial now for the past, going to 4 years now. He's still in the correctional center waiting for DPP advice and all that. So why am I calling? Then, just when that one happened, a year later again, I had a dream. In that dream,
but sorry, sir. There's a place I haven't gotten clearly. When immediately you people have made the arrest and caught the person, what about the cops?
The cops, they showed us somewhere, because this thing happened around November. We were able to arrest this person around December towards ending. Before we come to Benin and court and everything, when he now owned up that he was buried on a shallow grave. I don't want to come into those acts for now. I know what I saw there. I don't want to wake up any memory. So before we got there, the cops have already been decayed, getting to a month, and we just have to exhume the remains and take it home to bury it. Even when the wife discovered he's dead, the wife now gave birth. When it's not supposed. What are you talking? We're battling the life of the woman and the child. And at the same time, was still running the case and all. But thank God, both of them are alive. The boy is healthy.
The mother is healthy.
Yes, the boy. I spoke with them this morning on phone. And that's all. So, just a year after I came and 4 months, my dad brother wife called me. My brother has been sick for 2 months. So it's 2 months. What happened? Okay, bring him here. Just bring him. I heard my brother say no, he doesn't want to go. Yeah. And I asked on phone, are you quarreling? He said no, you're not quarreling. No, this and that. They dragged the phone. They called the phone. I called and called. Nobody picked the call. I was tense. I folded up my bag and said, I want to go to Abuja to go and see my brother. My wife said, just patient, wait, call, this and that. And because I wasn't prepared, I have other things doing, I'm so tired. Before I will know it, that thing happened on Monday. On Wednesday, the wife called me that they rushed my brother to the hospital and he's on oxygen. Oxygen, what happened? Well, she started cutting. After 3 hours later, different numbers started calling my phone. What happened? That your brother is dead.
Just like that?
They are just taking it to Wagwalada mortuary. I'm telling you a life story. How come before this fire incident came up? Hey, my brother, if you as a pastor in that faith, members started leaving. This cannot be.
They must leave.
Not in families. As they take corner, so they say they come out. I was like seeing a reincarnation of Job in me. Say, God, what thing they happen? Was after them, he died. I have to prepare myself. No option. I'm not the only one left as the man with my 2 other sisters. So we run down to myself and my sister again, my dad's sister. We run down to Abuja. I went straight to Wagwalada Hospital. They brought the cops. I identified the cop. He was my elder brother. Father, what happened? He finished eating. He was watching television. And they were just happy. Suddenly he fell down, and that was story. He's a dead man.
Just like that?
Just like that. And what can I? The thing becomes so, because I still have a dad.
Your dad, your own biological dad is still alive.
Yes. So I now called my biological father out of anger. I said, look, are you really, look at what happened. It was broken, kind of. I said, this is not a question of being broken. Something is wrong somewhere. I may be spiritual pastor, but when the physical is overweighty, the spiritual man just needs a spiritual support. Iron sharpened iron. And this time around, my wife is heavy. She just put to bed. Few days later, my brother died. I just decided from hospital. About 5 or 6 days later, my brother died. I went to Abuja. I saw the corpse with my sister. I paid for mortuary bills, paid for this one. I was just broken. And the painful part is that some places which I secured the loan or whatever to funds those running around has not been even cleared.
For the previous one,
previous. As in, if my English is even correct, previous and previous. I'm still struggling for survival. And God was still carrying me along. But mentally, I need to be strong because I was just like the only one eye now that everybody is looking at. Children surrounded my children, my late brother children, and this one, their wife joining. I was like, where will I even start from God? I looked into the ministry, the person who's supposed to be an assistant, just use the opportunity, move and cleared
members.
1/4, not even half. All those people left with me are those committed workers. I was like, they went, Daddy, don't give up. Daddy, don't give up. I said, it's a race. If you are tired, you rest. Regain your strength and continue.
Yeah.
Trying to run a race when you are weak, you make the word of God look inferior. When you are weak, relax and get strength. The battle is not for the what? Are you with me?
Yes.
So we just need to. I need to remove that corpse. I traveled home. I was bitter and angry. I went to meet my father. I remember just talking. My father was crying. Everybody was crying that, do I know how he's feeling in the village? Everybody now look at him. How can you be alive? All your sons are dying. Your children are dying. You know, my father became so that nobody want to associate with him again. Nobody want to talk to him. People are now looking at him skeptical as if there's one bad thing he did. He don't even know where to pick up. Now I'm coming now to still ask him the same question which people have been asking. He doesn't know what to do. Yeah, which the death can just take him and leave us. You know, he was crying. My brother and my late brother's wife is not doing a good job teaching. You know, this Abuja teaching. How much did they pay? Transport will take the whole thing finish. I looked up, I looked down. This old ball boils down to me, physically, spiritually. I really want to run around. We make arrangements to bury him at home. To remove the corpse from Abuja, the expenses and all. I was not really financially strong. It was a weight for just a chain of how many years spending on debt. So I drove down. We do the burial. I was so heartbroken. I decided it's okay. Let me just rest today. I'll go home. I'll go back to Benin to see my family. So we did the burial. That was May 31st. That was last year I'm talking about. Then on that May 31st, the Kingsmen started misbehaving, talking, demanding the undemandable. So I got angry. Are you people not happy that every time you come to church burial right in this house, the same person that give you for this will give you for this will give? Are you not tired? You know, I was angry. And I know in every human, so say, pastor, they're angry. Yes, I'm a human. You take the foolishness of the head to confirm the wise. I don't really need to be angry.
Yeah.
I was angry. Are you not tired?
Everybody can be angry in such a situation.
So they push up and the Kingsmen got angry and they left. Some were support, some were against. You must know these old people, they must find trouble. My dad was heartbroken, this and that, because my dad is not supposed to be there when we are doing all these
Yes.
things. So they took him out of the environment and even my stepmothers, those ones just annoyed me, and I, out of annoyance, I finished the burial that night. I prayed. The Holy Spirit said, move. That night, he said, move. I just need to move. My sister said she's going the following day. May I say, she won't live here. She won't live that night. But I said, the voice said to me, move. I just moved out. I left the environment. I went to a close by hotel. I just take the night. And I called my sister. She said, okay, that there's one thing she want to do. She want opportunity to carry some food stuff, this, that, or this, I said, I don't go. Because I have something to do. My business and everything. She said, okay, let's go. I said, no problem. We'll see Benin and Johnny Mercy. I just drive out on the 1st of June. As I was just going very close to I think close to Umune Day, something like that. Because I left very early in the morning that day. So I'm targeting of stopping Benin by 9
in the night.
The morning.
Okay.
So I left early hours after 4.
Okay, that's 24 hours rotation.
Yes.
Wow.
No, I left early in the morning
on
the 1st of that June last year.
Okay.
My aim by 9:10 I will be in Benin. So I was just driving. I drive through that early morning. The weather was a bit cool, and he started coming to a new down, and just around after 8, very close to Umunede. The next thing I saw was like a very big, when hawk want to catch how do you call it? Catch a lizard on it, the way they just position their claws. I see that feather was coming very big, coming with the claws. I don't know, trying to pick whatever I want to pick, but it's certainly not me, because I told every one of them, I said, look, if this battle is interior, God will start the fight inside. Because I gathered my father's wife, I gathered my father, I gathered their children, and I said, look, whosoever is acting in secret, and they are fishing, because my mother was the first wife. We are old. My mother haven't stopped giving birth to children before my father started marrying another woman and all. But I'm not relating that to that.
Yeah.
I cautioned them. So there was really uproar at that house that night after that burial. I just saw that bird trying to clutch something. So the swerve. I tried to swerve as if I never knew I was actually swerving. The next thing was I was boom. And that's all I heard. I don't know what happened next. I don't know what happened again. The next thing I started hearing, blessed they are alive. Blessed they are alive. Blessed they are alive. It was like boom. I was hearing those sounds, but I don't know what was happening. I was hearing sound, boom, fire. And where the vehicle fell in, before people will from up, run down to that spot. So fuel doesn't wait for anybody now, because where I was staying down is where there's like the fuel, the pan, the side of the fuel, the pan. Fire just peak. I don't know what was happening actually, but within me, I can remember in the spirit that I just saw somebody say, give me your hand. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Give me your hand. Stretch your hand. I never knew I was stretching the hand physically. That was when a hand grabbed me and tried to pull me already. The fire has already gone me to the pan. If I open my back, because on there, this on there, but I can show you the scars. 2 scars. For you on the scars.
Jesus.
These are the scars. Yes, of course. Can see some of these. So, these are the scars. All my face here, my neck, my buttocks, my leg, because I was upside down.
You were gone to the palm.
Gone to the palm, tamped to the palm, fire. So the moment they drag me, they
Everything
drag my
the
flesh.
skin went.
The skin was still hanging there, as if it was a 3rd degree fire burn. A fire that they need to wrap me for shelter so that I will have something to breathe. I was feeling direct air to my bone. I was feeling air directly to the bones. I discovered that God is so unique that this elbow you see here, they say, well, I don't know how that thing just burn. It just pull off. This is another one. Oh. This one I just bone. I only want flesh cover as they say. So if something hit me direct now, I will feel it straight on my brain. So that's why I do everything to avoid whatever that will give me that shock. If you hit me too much now, these veins there, I feel it. So the doctor said it's a 3rd degree fire burn. The limbs, what do you call the spine, all those things. They was even afraid that it might affect my kidney because of the bones, the way the thing burned down here. And said, look, many are the afflictions of the righteous. I will never be a sacrificial lamb to anybody. If there's one person that will tell the story to the younger ones, God, it will be me. And it is for me, this death to my mother's children will stop. So we just fell into the irony, and the guy dragged me out. I never knew somebody was actually telling me, give me your hand. But I heard that voice deep down. He dragged me out. I was finished. All the clothes don't burn from my body. All my hair don't rose to my... So they dragged me out. And they took me to a nearby roadside emergency clinic. But the situation was too what do you call it? Was too important that they have to rush me to the member hospital, a more sophisticated hospital, and thank God. This one just is let me say, it's a year and some months that it happens. And the most interesting thing then was, I mentioned my wife gave birth when I went for this burial.
Yes.
The child is not even up to a month. And this accident happened. This accident happened on the 1st of June. On the 7th of June, my daughter, which let me was my late daughter, the one that was senior to the newborn baby, just died. After I was discharged, 7 days later I was discharged, and I came home. So I was discharged on an output basic patient. That's what they called it. I will still be coming for medications and all. 7 days later, that baby just, people were coming, neighbors were coming, friends were coming to check on me at home. Those that heard what happened were coming. I just, in my living sitting room, we had a discussion with my friends and all. That my baby was playing beside where I sat down. So she stopped playing. I thought she was sleeping. I never knew she's dead. Yes. I thought she was sleeping. So when I went to escort the people that came, we had visitors in my parlor. And I called my wife. My daughter, come and take your sister inside. The mother said she sent her to get some things for the visitors. Women, they want to entertain.
Yes.
Her friends my wife's friends were still around. That they went to buy something from the market. And I said, come and take this child inside. The moment my wife just carried the baby, she shouted, Daddy, come on. What happened? He said, you don't know, check the child. I just look at this child. 7 days later, I'm telling you, June 1st to June 7th, the baby just died. I was still with this fire.
With the injury?
With the injury. So now the question is that because at that time, this hand was gummed already before they took me, because they tried to hold
like gum to the skin?
Yes, they had to separate it. These hands, this finger were no longer working. They have to work on it here. And you can see this work. So then the doctor tried very well. He did a very good work. The surgeon also. So then the hand was bandaged. The hand was bandaged with bandage and those guts and everything. So what my wife said, the baby, I thought he was joking. I thought this baby was lifeless. We said, okay, maybe she's sleeping, let's wake her up for like another 30 minutes. That was how we lost that girl. And the neighbors and my brother and my other relatives, my in-laws that were around, they took the child away. They went to bury her. You see, some people still ask me and say, why are you still serving God? In that process, I heard what people were trying to say. Are you just come and see, come on. So say, go and go check what did happen. Go check what happened. I said to them, if God is in heaven, and if I truly serve that God with all my heart, then this God will defend his cause. And that was how that baby died. The baby died on the 7th. On the 21st, I received a call that there's fire in my shop. On that same June. That same June.
Jesus.
There's fire inside my shop. And calls were coming. Most people never knew what happened to me.
That you experienced your own fire accident.
And my daughter just died. Now my house was not filled with different visitors. Those that came for fire, those that came for the death of the child. And upon that, I received a call again. There was fire in the shop. That means it's a total zero. Already the ministry side we're already struggling because the members have left. The ones that left on their own, the ones that follow, the other assistant pastor, the ones that are still managing. Now help Papa did down. So they were now doing it the way they can do, just to keep the fire burning. But God was still God. God stood by us. And when the fire burned down the shop, the fire actually did not penetrate into the shop, but it burned around every other apartment. So the person they were questioning with water, that water was not what destroyed my property, my products, and the things I had. But I said, God, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but in all this, after a zero, there is always a one. And then when we were in school, we did mathematics. They said by mathematical induction, anything raised to the power of 0 is equals to 1.
Yes.
So I just believe God in this zero life, this zero dependence. You are the one. I stood up, and thank God today. Just 1 year, I'm free now without any call. Nobody called me for death warrant. Nobody called me for running around. We're able to regroup ourselves. Still struggling to regroup the ministry. And some that have left are still finding it difficult to come back. The new ones that will come, before you know it, so we tell them the story. This pastor, this kind church, and no one stay. They will run away. But I am not doing it because I want to gain anyone's interest. I'm doing it because sometimes I preach, I tell them my story. I said, if I, your spiritual leader, can face this trouble, and God did not abandon me, your problem, I might pray. I'm not the one to answer the prayer.
It's good.
If I pray and your faith join my prayers, we will get results. That was how that happened.
You made mention of your own dad, that your dad is still alive. What about your mom?
No, I lost my mom at a very tender age.
Wow.
She was very, very young. We were still young. I was still young when I lost my mom. I just gained admission to the higher institution. 2 months later, I lost my mom. And it was a hell to go to school. Because
after school, immediately you that scenario of your mom happened. Was there any other thing you advanced into?
You see, survival is for the fittest. I only just described my last pursuant. That's the pastorium and also Banatonis and the business and everything.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I also mentioned also that I'm a Protestant chaplain to Nigeria Police Force.
Yes.
And I also make you understand this. Well, falling back to that era, in quest of survival, I do odd jobs. I do conductor work. I push wheelbarrow. No, but my mama no dey.
Yeah, just to survive.
Papa don't marry. You know when wife don't pass 1, 2. My father have extra 3 wives. After my yes, so automatically, you don't get our time that moment again. Yes, it wasn't really there. It wasn't really there for us. It wasn't really there. So we were earlier staying with my mom's people, and when my mom died, the brothers tried the way they could fight.
You need to drink water.
Thank you.
This is somehow.
Thank you.
You need to take water.
So he tried the little they can try it, and surviving in the streets. I grew up surviving in the street as a survivor. Yeah, as a survivor.
Yeah.
I grew up surviving in the street. It wasn't a fair survivor. No place to sleep, no place to call home. I don't even know. Even up till now, that thing mastered into my mind that I need to fight it off. Say Christmas like this, you can't see they cook rice, all those things. For years, we grew up without that experience.
Nothing like Christmas rice. No shaking.
She waiting.
Wow.
We just grew up surviving. Sleep in a completed building. When my uncle eventually relocated to the village, we didn't want to go because we don't have a place to stay in his house. And my dad also is not welcoming. We don't want to fall into the trap of those women. We were just surviving. We need to survive in Benin. We grew up and it wasn't an easy survivor. It wasn't. But the painful part that after all these odds, we survived completely. The way my mother gave to us, 8 of us, we survived that trauma. When we started becoming somebody
in life,
they started picking them one after the other. That's why I need to bring the fight to my father and his wife. Look, I don't know what you are up to, but I believe something is wrong. Because we prayed and prayed, sometimes God revealed to you things around you with through other persons. Yes. We used to pray and revelation came up. So this thing now for house, let's go and check. We met this man. What's happening? You just tell us. Is anything wrong? This and that. We discovered that even the wives are not just the kind of women you pray to have as a mother, what do you call it, as a stepmother. They were then come born boys. Are you getting it now? They now have extra. This one have 3, this one have 2, this one have 2. That's an additional 7 added to we 8, 15.
Jesus.
So, and now that my father is not a wealthy man that you say he has too much property
that can settle
everybody. So, like, keep this one.
Make the
space for the thing where the men go share, you know. That's the thinking of every man. People say, God. So I have to call my mother's family. They have to intervene and ask my father, what's actually the problem? Why is it that their sister children is actually a victim of this death? What is happening? Look how just picking, shooting, kidnapping, this and that. Even before I had this accident, on several occasions I've seen, if not for God, I've walked through the valley of the out of death. I think yes, we're talking about survivor in the street. There was a time we survived. I was selling bread. Then at the toll gate, then when there was toll gate, Sabia Road, the toll gate, we selling bread, selling chin-chin, running after a vehicle, no proper education. I trained myself in school because I actually love school. So what I do is that I was able to get admission to GSS1 when my mom died. And when my mom fell sick and my mom couldn't
do anything.
Couldn't carry us along. So I managed to GSS3. That was when halfway finished. So from that aspect, I started doing odd jobs. I was able to enroll GS3 WAEC. I didn't attend class at SS1. No SS1 knowledge. No SS2 knowledge. People still wonder, how come you are not speaking like this?
Yeah.
So I have friends. What I do is that when they come for school, I'll go and collect their notes.
I'll read.
I'll copy. I'll just copy. No classroom, nothing, no internet. Only that GS3 exam I've written. I have that my GS3 exam. So nobody to sponsor the other ones. So I'll just be reading, and I'll be hawking, selling things to my mother. My mother will sell us egg, granite, broom, sometimes Santana. We'll just be surviving through anything.
So far, work hard.
So I was just copying that note. It was my elder sister that taught me that style. Because that was what all of us were not doing at all. Our colleagues with our design class will borrow their note. We'll now buy. How much was school fees then? 25 naira.
The person office they afford so.
Organa play. As a then. It's like you're pursuing 250,000 naira now.
No.
So we're just struggling and all. So when I gather the little I could gather, I wrote GCE. My first course surprise, I blast everything. No expo, nothing. Because I have the time to read that.
Because at that time there was no expo, was not that. It's not everywhere now the way they are doing it.
So I was able to get the general certificate examination. I wrote WAEC again. I guess what to do next. When I school, universities, we have a very big prize, or somebody must be there to pay. My mom would just that one heart, BP could all rise, be. Say, Mama, relax yourself. There must be a way. And gradually, a friend of mine told me about preliminary studies. I bought the forms, and before I know year 1, year 2, year 3, we close for school semesterly. I will still go and do
those working.
I will still do.
At least they're supposed to form big brain. At least you're in school.
Who they form for? I will still go and sell chinchi as they go weekend, Friday, Saturday. When they come destroy 2 gates. And there, they come out food from our mouth. We came down to Satara Market. There, Satara Market was spoiled. We do Satara Market, they repair Satara Market, the business closed. Started supplying bread. See, I just grew up. My mom is so industrious. She teach you so many things, so many. We just have to survive from here to there. And when I'm able to get that admission, as I finish admission, I did the first 4 years course and all. When I graduated, they said, okay, I need to still further on and all 4 years. Now further on with the I don't feel this one for hand. They talk of further on. Then this travel abroad came in through Libya and all. The small I don't gather. I for some day they do my business. I jump better road.
Better Libya road.
Yes, we traveled from there to Sokoto, Koni. From Koni we crossed to Ilela. We went straight to what do you call this place again? From Ilela to the Madama, we enter Libya. We enter Madama, we enter Zigidi. We enter Duruku, find ourselves to Libya, somewhere around Mostrata. Was it this Madawaka?
Jesus.
So, as you just see the time Mostrata, they just catch us like this, put us for prison.
The police, they're catching them.
They catch us in desert. My experience in desert then, because we were stranded in desert, our vehicle lost direction. And desert is a very place you don't pray. Even your enemy don't pray to go to desert. So we lost direction. Just the vehicle run out of DPK gas, and we started drinking whatever we can drink
to survive.
Because when we were going there, we call it only carry raw gari. We must buy gari, enough gari, make some with sugar. Just get out till they wear them like sauce. We wear them for sauce. 5-6 sauce go burn outside body, then carry a small gallon here. We buy that gallon, so we around Agades. We buy the Agades, that water. We now sit on sugar inside the water. So you take something there, they prepare it so that hot, cook. Even in the hot sun, the water will still be cool. So that's how we go. When we lost that vehicle, lost inside the desert, we run around. Sometimes around the 2003. 2005. Yes. Then around 2006, 7. 2006, 2007, yeah. Run around and on. Where I suffered a lot in that desert anyway. So they arrested us when we were stranded. What actually was that? We were somewhere at Madana. So the guy that was taking me along just disappointed me. I not get who to come for abroad. I not get anybody to come for me. He just disappoint me. I woke up one morning. I see they don't come on leave me.
You do you?
Yes, at that Duruku. And that Duruku is a very dry land. Nothing, no sun, no work, no company, nothing, no farm work. I just stayed there. I was not begging to eat. He ran away and left me. When I found one Nigeria gate there, that have been to Libya, they deport her. They come back to the road again. So the person she came along. One of them I told me, may I go bury cow? Wait for the dig cow, my brother. I can't go there. They say I want dig. I said I want dig cow. When I dig cow, who send me? Before I fit dig potash of this size of my hand, or this my finger. If you look here, go the see bone. That rod we use in
Jesus.
dig and say dry land.
That's why it is strong.
Over dried. So sometimes we'll break that account. After breaking the account, we couldn't. I say, God, I don't know if you survive this one. So play. I met that girl. She not okay. She will pay my transport to Libya. But when I don't they work, I go pay her.
You go pay her back.
Who you go for that opportunity? I say yes. Even whenever they I want to go work.
Now just go.
Now just go see. I don't suffer for you. I spent over 2 months.
In that place, you were big account.
Yes, Berikau at Zigidi. So the vehicle took us from that Zigidi. We entered the desert, unknown to us that they took the wrong side. We just did travel days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, and then we see anything. One is night like this, the vehicle will stop. We will put our blanket. We drink gari. Just take yourself, roll the blanket to yourself. You want that wind come by night, they will blow dust on you. You get up, you dust it out. You continue and on. Took me down to Libya. And we were going. We didn't actually enter Libya. Yes. The people, the driver, whatever, they took us to a wrong direction. We ran into the rebels.
Jesus.
This rebel did a lot of damage to that lady, and God, they were not doing something that I knew God has called me into his ministry. It was from that desert I started noticing the call of pastor in me.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I was at that, when they caught us, we thought they were soldiers. We never they were rebels. They just caught us. Tahali, Kudi Jama, Afriki, Tahali. They were calling us like this. They search everything we carry. They saw our gari. They say it's cocaine. They were trying to test the gari, test everything. The small one I keep for myself, they throw it.
Hey!
And if they just throw it to the floor, see this man don't keep person. Then after they gathered us, they said we should wait. They left small time. They were shooting. We don't know who they were shooting with. After some time, they drove come to us again. They searched everything. They couldn't find anything reasonable. We were about 17.
That was in that vehicle.
They now collected the fuel, extra drum.
That you have
the
your own
jeep
vehicle.
we carry into that. This thing there. Picked some women, some girls into that jeep, and they left us. Myself, my cousin brother. That's my mom, elder sister, second son. And this my late sister, there was a boy who was friend in there, Charlie. Charlie, younger brother, was with me on that trip. So they catch us. They now put us line by line, from the left, from the right side. After me is Chukudi, which is my cousin. After Chukudi is Charlie, younger brother. So they were coming. They were just talking. Boom. They were just shooting, brother. Hey.
Like shooting the people in the line?
Yes, line by line. So when they blasted the other guy, the blood, small stain, touched on me. I say, God.
So what happened?
So it just be, well, I put my soul in your hand. Before that, I'd be dreaming, seeing myself on microphone, seeing myself talking with audience. I would just get up. I'll try to dodge that thing. I'll try to pretend that dream will be real. I don't share with anybody. But that dream keep tormenting me. It torments me from school. It torments me. I hold it till I finish school. It torments me even when I go to school fellowship. They will give me, I will dodge it. But for that, desert, when I see die,
now you know calling.
I tell God, say, if you can rescue me,
I follow calling.
I will answer that call. That's why sometimes there are challenges that make you test God. That's how we answer that call. As he just start blood, the man just small boy, small young boy, deep boy, Arab boy like this. He just carried the pistol. As he put her for my head.